George Washington became the first president of the United States in 1789. Many people trusted him because he had led the American army during the Revolutionary War. But being president was a new kind of job. There had never been one before in the U.S., and Washington had to set an example. One of the first things Washington did was create a cabinet. These were trusted advisors who helped him make big decisions. Two important members were Thomas Jefferson, the Secretary of State, and Alexander Hamilton, the Secretary of the Treasury. Jefferson believed in strong state governments and a farming economy, while Hamilton wanted a strong national government and an economy based on trade and industry. Washington often had to decide between their ideas. In 1790, Hamilton created a financial plan to help the country pay off its war debts. He wanted the national government to take on all state debts and create a national bank. Jefferson and others didn't agree with the plan at first, but eventually they made a deal called the Compromise of 1790. Jefferson and his allies agreed to support Hamilton's plan, and in return, Hamilton agreed to move the nation's capital to a location along the Potomac River. That place would later become Washington, D.C. In 1793, trouble came from overseas. France and Britain were at war. Some Americans wanted to help France because they had helped the U.S. during the Revolution. Others feared war would hurt the new nation. Washington decided the United States would stay neutral, meaning it wouldn't take either side. This was called the Neutrality Proclamation. Next came the Whiskey Rebellion in 1794. Farmers in western Pennsylvania were angry about a tax on whiskey, part of Hamilton's financial plan. Some of them began to protest and even used violence. Washington sent troops to stop the rebellion. It was the first real test of the new government's power, and it passed. Washington served 2 terms as president. When he left office, he gave a famous speech called the Farewell Address. In it, he warned Americans to stay away from political parties and to be careful about getting too involved with other countries' problems. Washington believed the country would stay strong if it stayed united.